So, welcome to the 5-5 portal, and we're leading into the full moon lunar eclipse. And it's, as we all just had a brief discussion, then the energies have just been absolutely beautiful. And certainly a lot different, because I think everybody in the room was present for the April the 20th lunar eclipse. Wasn't that a lot different to this one? I mean, we're going into it, and feel free to comment if you want to. But the energy is just so different. Like April the 20th, that new moon in Aries, kind of, there was I guess an inward, uh, there was an inward reflection, but what was happening, and this is what's been highlighted now, which you all probably know, if anything you've been reading, with the Scorpio full moon coming in, it's really about anything else that's just hidden. And I've found, certainly found that, as you're moving through those layers of old ancestral conditioning and thought forms and patterns, which we've all been really conscious with, there becomes like a finer awareness, I guess, of exactly what it is that you're working with, whether that be attachment or judgment or really honoring yourself. I mean, everything has been leading into, and it's particularly for this year, in this 7 year with the spiritual, everything's up leveling for us spiritually. So we are so loved and so blessed. And I guess that's the message that I really wanted to, I guess, highlight today, at just how supported we are at really leveling up, and actually the support in us trusting ourselves with those next chapters of what it is that you're wanting to really express, and how you're wanting to be in the world. And it doesn't necessarily mean to say that you change careers or head in a totally different direction, even though that is possible. But it's actually upskilling what you're doing and going to that next level of offering in whichever way you do that, in your world. So we're getting this opportunity and this light to go, and it's happening right now. So we're leading into it now. So kind of really excited when I was like, ooh, like, what a night we're going to have. I think, I don't know, I shouldn't really say it, but I'm thinking, I'm going to be up all night because, we're leading into this time now. And the eclipse actually starts at, I did write it down, 11:14, so 11:15 tonight. The lunar eclipse is starting, and then it comes to its fullness at 1:22 a.m. and then ends at 3:31 a.m. Now, for me, when I hear stuff like that, I get excited, because this window that we have, and that that full moon eclipse, we're able to, it's just going to bring in some incredible, creative inspiration, a very, very clear message in regard to, your new beginnings, your new things that you're introducing, if you're doing any, courses and upskilling in what it is that you're wanting to offer. I just feel like that's all really, really supported, and will be continued to be supported and activated throughout this month of May. I don't know for you all, but I've certainly felt that the energy's been a lot calmer, very high, very, very high frequency. And I feel that that's why, you may have, or other people may be struggling with that chaos. And when you're actually moving through and going through your changes, obviously it does heighten the stress. with what's going on and that anxiety, with the high levels of energy coming through. It's like, it's electricity, isn't it? So, and sometimes, I feel like I'm just like this electric car and I've just plugged in, I'm a hybrid, just plugged in my electric car. And it just keeps coming and coming and coming. Now, that's happening to everybody on the planet. And having that intense, and this is, what's happening now, particularly with the Wesak Festival, which I'm going to talk a little bit about, with, the relevance to the Buddhist tradition and what's happening all over the world, and what a blessing that is as well, because that energy of all that prayer and all that sacred honoring of the life and the wisdom that Buddha brought through the eye of wisdom. And this time that we're in now, like today, the 5th is celebrated with the joining, or it's actually, on coming into the 6th, because it's always on this Scorpio full moon. It's joining the heart of Christ. So this is why this time I just get, yes, very, it's an incredible time to embrace an amazing amount of love for yourself and for the sacred in the self, which obviously flows on to your families and the rest of the communities. So that certainly is the focus. But in saying that, this particular alignment, so we've been in this purification phase, which I spoke about 2 weeks, or actually I spoke about a month ago, because we've been leading into this time. And there is actually another new moon that's coming up in 2 weeks, where everything is basically squared, so that it's like that 4-week cycle that's coming up. I will do something for that. So I just didn't realize that at the time. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm kind of understanding the energetics of it. And what that means for the process that we're all in, actually, for humanity, for our own, sounds funny to say up-leveling, but we are up-leveling our consciousness. So with the Scorpio aspect, that's bringing in the real dark shadow, and actually the dark shadow feminine, so to be highlighted. So Kali, goddess Kali, actually is represented in that, and she's a big energy. Sometimes I'm afraid of her when she's coming in and just like whipping a towel through my life, and then the other times it's like, okay, I can deal with this death, this part of me dying today, I can deal with it today. But there's other times I'm like, oh, bracing myself for the power of that shadow aspect, that's supporting us in actually illuminating those parts that have kept us suppressed. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, the shadow is so beautiful in that respect. It doesn't feel beautiful when you're fighting with it inside of yourself. Fighting with the old programs. But these shadow aspects of the self that are being highlighted for humanity at this time is all about empowerment and coming into your own power, and looking at parts of the self that's not trusted in the sacred, or not trusted in yourself to be able to even do it. Sometimes when I think about my visions and what I'm, the vision that I have, for my service work, I think, God, how's that ever going to happen? Like, and it feels like it's forever. I'm like, it's like that forever thing, but it is, it's that journey. But we don't have to worry about that. We just need to trust those little inner, and I know I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again, trusting those little inner discernments to go, when you need to actually pull back. So I'm mentioning that at the moment because this is what this energy is doing with this eclipse. So the Scorpio it's actually bringing us or calling us back in to look at, what parts of us that, we're really wanting to turn our focus to now. Because in life, I mean, people are always pulling you out of your center if you're not in your center, for whatever reason. But this is where this particular eclipse and coming into your power, it's asking you, okay, so your family may have requested something from you. Is that, do I feel like I can actually give that now? And it's actually really having the courage to stand by that and say no if you can't. So that aspect of conditioned self, which we've all been programmed with, of the people pleasing, you're starting to be more honest actually and more integral with the self, and going, which obviously you're going to be more honest and integral with those people as well, as hard as that is. Now, I know I've said that, and I say that, time and time again, but there's a lot of light and a lot of support around this at the moment, and you'll feel it as soon as you make the right decision. So think about, do you really need to be around this person at this particular time? And that, very well could be, they're usually obviously your family and your loved ones. So it's like asking yourself, where there's a pattern there, can I actually just be here for myself right now, honor that, what I'm needing for my own journey, for my own movement through, and know that in honoring that, I am honoring them. So there's just this love for them. So the internal conflict goes if you're recognizing, I guess, the authenticity of yourself and your authenticity towards other people, and obviously those people in your life. Because as you're starting to move and to grow and to expand, all of you with your inner work, that becomes, very attractive as well. But you've still got the dynamics of the families, around you, and maybe old friends or patterns that actually will call you. They'll always tempt you because that pattern's so ingrained, to come back and go, okay, you can justify it to yourself because you've justified that for so long. So it's like, it's okay, because I get this bit. But if you have a look at this bit, is it equal to what you're giving? And this is what, it's not tit for tat, but it's just got to be equality now. And it doesn't mean to say that you don't go in and help of yourself, but it's got to be at a time when you have that in the tank to give, if you're wanting to stay balanced. Otherwise, the illness, the sickness will get worse. The breakdowns will get worse. It will be harder and harder for you to be in, partaking the attachment to that energy, and not be, not suffer for that. Is anyone relating to this? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I'm talking about is actually attachment, and it's your own attachment. And this is what we're getting asked, really to be more mindful of, where we've formed attachments to different behaviors or cycles of thought patterns, because that's what will keep you in that level of suffering. And the other thing that I want to mention is it's really okay to be happy. It's okay to be happy, and those people you love not be happy. And I'm mentioning these things because this is the reality. So, sometimes, obviously, with open hearts, you want everyone to be happy. From children, from the moment we're born, we want to please our parents. But if we continue to, I guess, please the parents or please the family or please the friends or please the people in the workplace at the expense of the sacred self, it's just going to become harder. And this is the time right now that you're being encouraged and supported energetically to break free. And it's not easy because there's guilt that comes with that. There's sadness that comes with that. There's a tremendous amount of grief that comes with that. Because this is not from a place of not loving. It is actually from a place of higher love for all, and knowing that you embracing who you are is actually going to be lifting the family energetically, in another way. So you serve them in a different way, and you're there for them in a different way through your prayer, through your healing meditation, through the blessings that you send, through the communication of your hearts. So there's no attachment there. It's the attachment to that thought form or program within yourself that will be that keeps that suffering, and you just really stay in that same cycle, same old matrix, no freedom there. So right now we are being encouraged to free ourselves and get in touch with that inner rebel, love that inner rebel. That inner rebel is light. It's leveling up to the light. And in that, your discernment on where you're spending your time energetically and what you can do for yourself at this moment in time is it's said through love, it's just said through love, And it does feel, you're like, I'm really sorry I can't do that for you now, but, I'd love to, but not at the expense of my sacred self. Because I know everyone in the room here has, everybody has a beautiful family and things that they're wanting to, expand upon within their own service in the world. And you just can't do that with the attachments. It just is depleting you and keeping you in that cycle. So it's a biggie, core, and it's present now. And it's a part of this support that we're getting at the moment to really come into our power. And the beautiful thing is about empowerment is it's really so gentle. There's no aggression with it. It's, it's not about having to fight for, your right to actually be, and live the way you want to live. You were born for that. And your family is supporting you in that. And your friends and workplaces, whatever you're breaking free from at this moment in time, you're being supported because your new is here. You've already you're already touching on it, and now that's going to be growing. So then all of that energy that you had putting into feeding the ego through attachment, automatically you just feel lighter, and you have all this energy to feed into your creative projects of what you're wanting to, what you're wanting to bring to the world in who you are. And you know what? That creative project might be doing the garden, planting new things in the garden. This is about sowing those seeds through that, through the Buddha's wisdom, this Wesak Festival that we are in right now. In that celebration, it's a celebration of the birth of Buddha, the enlightenment of Buddha, and the transition of Buddha. So it's that whole cycle. So we're connecting to that inner eye, we're connecting to the third eye, and we're being showered with those blessings, and also through the heart of Christ to illuminate and bring into balance again our minds into the consciousness of our hearts. It's truly a blessing, truly beautiful. So tonight I wanted to open a door, actually, to, for you to actually really reflect on and be really clear. What is it your heart's wanting to express? What is it? What is it that your dreams, your aspirations, and, your projects that you've got there for yourself? So much of our time in life is looking after and attending to needs outside of ourselves. Tonight, I want you to really focus on yourself and what it is for you. And is there a different way for you? Or is it expanding on that way for you? And you don't need to know the answers. You don't need to know the full story of how it's going to look or how it's going to be. There's just this fantasy. Let's just say it's a fantasy, a beautiful fantasy that lives in this time-space reality. So with our, just do reflect on that. And if there's things you want to write down, definitely write them down, because in our meditation practice tonight, and you can't see it, but I'm surrounded by the alchemy crystal singing bowls all around me. So, which will be contributing to your blessings this evening, and that beautiful Christed light within yourself. So we're looking at, and the other thing, because I'm looking now, I've just got this vision of the eclipse, of this lunar eclipse. So, if you have a look at the, even the physicalness of that, the fullness of the moon, and then that lunar eclipse, like that shadow coming over. So there's an aspect, there's shadows within ourselves that we're going, hey, can you just have a look at this? So we can dissolve it with the light, or illuminate it to help us with our own empowerment. Yes, Divine Feminine Bowl. Sue, I just saw that in the chat there. Yes. This beautiful, sacred feminine is in all of us, is really rising. And that's why it's important to see these shadows, anything that's really stopping you from being in that feminine. It's interesting, you know, I've always been, I've always created romance in my life. I love the candles and the incense, and, you know, at night, you know, in the evening, I just have soft lighting. And I stopped doing that for a bit. And recently I've started that again, just lighting all my candles at night and just having the candlelight and lamps and, you know, my frankincense resin, and just the whole softness of that. It just leads to joy, really, doesn't it? It just leads to that beautiful joy and that beautiful happiness, you know, bringing the flowers into your home, bringing the plants into your home. So just, oh, the sacred spray. Oh, Sue, I've been very creative, actually. I've created a new one actually this week for abundance. Oh my goodness. Sandalwood, Madagascar vanilla, frankincense, lavender. I think it's, yeah, lavender. And something else. Goodness, I can't remember the other thing, but oh my goodness me, it's so beautiful. Like, it's just really like, you know, we talk about sensuality and beauty and creating that space, the abundance, or it's just absolutely I just have to laugh. And you know, in that incredible joy, it's just so beautiful. So I look forward to sharing. You know, you can give me some feedback. Yes, I've been very busy creating new things for you all. So are you clear within yourselves, before we go into a meditation practice? What is it that you're bringing light to? What is it that you're wanting to expand with? You know, what is, because, you know, we're learning new things. We're going in different ways. What is it that you're wanting to learn for yourself? I want to just have a look and see some other notes. And also, really, what does empowerment, like true empowerment, actually mean to you? It's interesting in relationship, isn't it? It's you can express something and then your partner can express something, and it's being able to stay within your own expression, with you know, that beautiful gentle peacefulness with that, and it maybe not be met. Different opinions I'm talking about, you know, within any of your relationships, your friendships, your family, and those closest to you. So just knowing that it's okay for you to stand fully in yourself and not have one other person support you. Because that's kind of the rising. So you're rising into that support of that expanded self, connected to your own galactic families, your own star systems, and your own selves, you know, playing out in different parts of the world. I love this backdrop. Keeps it real. And know that that's normal. It's normal. It's easy to forget with our feet on the ground, of course, and with what's happening. But this is why it's really important just to keep letting go of those attachments that you have. And those attachments are those cords of programs that keep you tied, because we don't really need to be tied to anyone or anything, even in marriage. It's you know, you're just there together, you know. There's what holds you is that love expanding as you're walking on that together on the journey. So big changes for people. So you will be seeing your clarity now, just with anything that is hidden. And trust yourself. And with that heightened level of awareness, that will definitely command you to come more inward. I've certainly been spending, well, if I could spend any more time on my own, but I have, you know, definitely been spending more time in meditation, just moving through, you know, my own learning, and it always comes with that beautiful support and those rewards. So while these frequencies are the way they are, because you imagine, you know, you're working with the energies and you're doing your own meditation, spiritual practice, most of the world's not. So most of the world with the shadow of the stuff that's being hidden, that's why it's up. That's why, yes, there are a lot of people in a very troubled space at this moment in time. So if you can just keep rising, it's actually going to support everybody on the planet, not just yourself. So when I feel a projection coming in, I just meditate. I go, okay, that's, you know, that's not me. So I just come into the light and it dissolves. So it's just that practice, but it is practice, and it's really being mindful of when that comes up, you know, or even negative energy comes in. It's like you deal with it straight away. Don't leave it. Beautiful. Any questions? No? Does everyone relate to what I'm saying for yourselves? Yeah. Yeah. And nobody has any other questions about this?
I just remember years ago being that free, and then people around me got really angry.
So what did you do, Linda, to help you with? So do you feel like you've got memory there, if you're that free again, that you're going to have that reflected?
No, I just wonder where, I don't know if people around me were ready for it, or I just don't know. I was really, really in a very happy, stable place. Where I had that connection, but there was obviously more learning, because I then connected with people that weren't that great for me in the long term. But then that was learning.
And that's the thing too about Scorpio, what you're talking about. Scorpio are things that are hidden. We all have things that are hidden in our subconscious that we're just not aware of, and we're not aware of it until it comes up. So, you know, don't be too hard on yourself with that, but just trust. So for you, looking at those, so if you have a look at that pattern, I can relate to that myself. I had that breaking out of, you know, of my own paradigm. I was met with a lot of anger, And it was then just knowing that it was okay for people to be angry and it was okay for me to be happy. That and I didn't have to actually be around the angry people.
And I think I chose that.
Family or my partner or whatever. It's like I had a choice, and that's a karmic pattern. That's when you're breaking out of karmic patterns.
Yeah, I remember choosing it because I had an awful lot of anger from my mother and my sister, and it was awful, and work as well. And I remember thinking, what am I doing that's upsetting them so badly? Wasn't I was just happy.
You're leaving the flock. You're so yes, it's unfortunate. A lot of people have a problem with you being happy, and it's because they're not. And if you're happy, they're just reminded of how unhappy they are. So they'll want to bring you back down to that. So that's just a part of an old pattern.
Yeah, it was interesting. Can't remember doing, I was just, anyway.
So in clarity for tonight, like recognizing that maybe it's, you can ask for some clarity on that, and you becoming, I guess, more confident actually being in your happiness with people, and just having other people not like you for it. It's a weird thing. I've had it all my life.
Me too.
Don't understand it, but
me too, because I stand in my own, and it's always been an issue. People, I guess I choose not to join sometimes because I think, well, that's just not me. So they can go on with it.
So if you have a look at the energy that we're in at the moment in regard to empowering ourselves to free ourselves from past patterns, that might be something that you can really, consciously work with in your day, because it's come to light. Obviously, it's, you've recognized it now. So, there'll be, some tests in that. I don't know.
I think there have been this week already.
Yeah. So your initiation. So when the tests come, I get quite I shouldn't really say I get happy about it, because I don't want to, do you know what I mean? I've got to be so careful about what I say. Always grace and ease. But it used to trouble me. I used to really suffer with it. Now I go, it doesn't mean to say I don't suffer, but I go, okay, right, God's given me another test. Come on, Heather, you can do it. So you approach it from a different angle than what you would.
Yeah. And that agonizing that you were talking about, like over what you should do according to the, I don't know, whatever practices are out there, and what you do to honor your own health and your well-being was definitely something that came up this week for me.
Yes, because that is definitely a part of this signature in play as well, and that's about the discernment. Really being discerning on who you're around, and if that pattern is actually serving you, or is an old pattern of yours to just please people. Alrighty, so if you would like to, so we're going to start with some breath tonight. If you can, if you're not sitting up straight, I would definitely recommend, if you can, sit up straight, just with your spine straight, for tonight in particular. And I'm going to do some breathing techniques, and then just take you through a channeled meditation with sound, as we normally do. So we'll see where it goes, because I don't know. best ones. I always think, wow, this is cool. So hopefully you can feel the joy in my heart, and I'm sharing that with you tonight. And and hopefully you join me in that as well. So let's just see where we're taken tonight. So we'll do the breath, the meditation sound. So I'm just going to do a sound check. If you could please tell me what sounds better. So at the moment I have so I'm going to do a test with the bowls and then sing a little bit, and just if you can let me know what's the better sound.
Can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No, it sort of goes in and out.
Okay.
Like the bowls and stuff.
Yep.
No, if everybody else is listening.
Alrighty. So I've just changed it over.
Sounds better.
Pardon?
That's a lot better.
How is it with the mic and the bowls?
Just do the
Good sound?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, that certainly just got me in the mood, playing the Divine Father and Cryon just there. Cryon was really wanting to be involved in this evening, and for anyone who's ever followed Cryon, the channelings from Lee Harris, Cryon works with the energy of the magnetic poles of the planet. So, and it's in the node of B, so it's for our crown chakra. So we're going to be opening up our crowns, our third eyes, our throat, our hearts, our solar plexus, our navels, our base chakra, our soul stars, our earth stars, and all the other chakras. So we'll start by taking, I'll just make sure that everybody is on mute. So we're going to start with some breath and breathing in through the nose. I want you to take a really full breath, and when you've taken the fullness of the breath, scrunching up every single cell of your body, like all your muscles, like really. And then, so holding that tension with the breath just for as long as is comfortable. And then we're going to let the breath go with 2 ha breaths. Ha ha. And then shaking it out, shaking it out. Breathing in again. Scrunching the muscles up as hard as you can. Holding the breath for as long as is possible. Just let the breath go. 2 ha-ha breaths. Just letting out any tension in the body. And we're going to do another breath, breathing in, squeezing all the muscles and tension in your body. And when you're ready, releasing. Just allowing now the body to rest. And we'll do a smaller cycle of breath tonight. However, if you would like to do 10 breaths in, holding for 10 breaths, and then breathing out for 10 breaths, please go ahead with the 10 or 15 or 20. But for those of you who just want to follow with me, for the 6 breaths in, holding for 6 breaths, and breathing out for 6 breaths, I'll count you in. So just completely emptying the body of breath. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in to the point in between the eyebrows and holding the breath for as long as is comfortably possible. And when you release the breath, releasing the breath as slow as is comfortably possible to completely empty the lungs. And then just resuming your normal breath. Just to its natural rhythm. And then we're going to do another pattern of breath with the nose breathing with the 2 fingers, your index finger and your third finger in between the eyebrows. Your ring finger will naturally fall on the left side of the nose and the thumb on the right side of the nose. We're using the right hand. We're going to block the right side of the nose and we're going to breathe in for 6 counts and then block both sides of the nose and hold for 3 counts. Release the thumb, breathing out for 6 counts. And then we're going to hold the breath, both sides of the nostrils, for 3 counts. So it's an anti-clockwise circular breath, and we're cleansing the mind. So when you're ready, so we're going to start breathing in through the left side. So we're receiving, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, breathing into the place in between the center point in between the eyebrows and hold the breath. Taking a deep breath, holding the breath, placing your hand just down on your lap. And hold the breath for as long as is comfortable. And when you release the breath as slow as you can. You may notice a clearer breath in. Your breath's a little lighter. And we're just going to do a really simple breath. Our next breath, placing your right hand again with the 2 fingers in between the eyebrows, your ring finger on the left side of the nose and the thumb on the right. And we're actually going to take a slow 3 breaths in. We're going to hold, starting again with the left side. We're going to hold the breath for 1, and then we're going to do 3 slow breaths out of the right side. Hold the breath for 1, and then we're going to breathe up into the right side again. So we're not going to continue around in this anti-clockwise direction. We're just going to be going from the left to the right, and then breathing in through the right and out through the left. In through the left and out through the right. In through the right and out through the left. So we're just starting to bring a little bit more balance in with that practice. So when you're ready, breathing in through the left, 2, 3, hold. Breathe out through the right, 2, 3. Breathe in the right, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe out the left, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe in the left, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe out the right, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe in the left, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe out the right, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe in the right, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe out the left, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe in the left, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe out the right, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe in the right, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe out the left, 2, 3. Hold. Breathe in both nostrils into the point in between the eyebrows, and hold the breath for as long as is possible. And then letting the breath go. And relaxing with the normal breath now. And we're going to start to move that breath actually down into the body. So by placing your hands on your heart, focus 3 big breaths, just moving the breath into the heart. And moving your hands down to your solar plexus. And doing 3 deep breaths into the solar plexus, and really focus on the expansion and the width of the breath in the solar plexus. And then placing the 2 hands now on your navel, expanding the breath keep one hand on the navel and then place the other hand actually on your heart chakra. And just start to feel the connection of your navel to your heart chakra. And see if you can have the heart and the navel chakra breathing at the same time. So with the inhalation breath, you can feel that connection with your solar plexus, in between the navel and the heart, and the torso's expanding. Just like a gentle wave. No need to force the breath, just let it gently rise and fall. And notice the connection of the solar plexus in between the heart and the navel. Your place and center of beauty and power. Place in which the soul, the higher self, resides. That aspect of light within the heart. And just spend a moment giving thanks for whatever it is that you're grateful for today. Really activating the heart chakra. There's nowhere to go or nothing to do. Just be with the breath. Be with your gratitude in your heart. Relaxing your hands down on your lap, and then bringing awareness now to your third eye. Om Om Kina Om Kina Om Kina Om Kinaki Om Kinaki Om Bringing awareness to the crown chakra, and right above the crown chakra is this most beautiful golden flame. Allow yourself to meditate on the golden flame. Immerse yourself in the golden light of Christ. Free yourself. Free yourself from the mind. Free yourself from any thought. And let go. Om Kiana Om Iana Ki Om Kia Om Om Kiana Om Kiana Kina Om Ki Aum Kiana Om Kiana Ki Om Om Ki Am Kia Ki Om Am Kia Om Kia Kianaki, Om Kanaki, Om Starting to breathe in a little bit deeper. And just imagine as you're taking those deep breaths, you're just breathing in these rivers of light. Beautiful rivers of light. Beautiful rivers of light. And just see those beautiful rivers of light in whatever colours they come in. It might be like the colours of the rainbow. It might be colours you've never seen before, from beyond. Breathe in the colour. Breathe in the light. Breathe in the blessings. Just imagine every cell of the body is being filled with this beautiful light. Direct from Source, from the Buddha Self, from the Christ Consciousness, from the One Love. Allow yourself to be filled. You are a pillar of light, direct from Source, through Source, as Source, here on earth. Ground that pillar of light, like that cylinder of light that you are, deep into the earth. So anchoring it into your earth star and the center of the earth. And see your light connected to the earth. Feel that beautiful connection to our beautiful Earth Mother here. And that beautiful relationship you have with her. And imagine you can see yourself, you can picture yourself as that beautiful column of light in the earth, and you look around you and there's all these other columns of light. Like every person on the planet, every animal on the planet. We're all this beautiful lights plugged into the earth. And we're all moving together through this light, as this light. And just the joy of being part of something so wonderful, so magnificent, to be a part of this anchoring of the light. How wonderful. Breathing in that beautiful wonder and that love. Drink it in from the universe. Fill your cup. Fill your heart. Fill your body with this beautiful one love that we're all connected to and birthed from. Feeling your gratitude with each breath of light. Feeling that purity of your light connected to the one. We're all like these beautiful shining stars glittering from outer space, residing here on our beautiful earth, our beautiful magical planet. How blessed we are. What a gift she is for us. She gave us life. How blessed we are to be serving one another. What an honour it is to be serving one another. And what a joy it is to be expanding with each other into greater light and new experiences in our lives here on the planet now. We are just so blessed. Feel the preciousness of your heart. Oh, what beauty, what purity, what bliss, what light we are together. Breathe in that beautiful peace. The peace of our Mother and Father. The blessings from those that are assisting us in unconditional divine love and support from the other side. Feel that love they have for you, that support, that they're cheering you on. You can do this. You can live a free, joyful, happy life. Free. Abundant. joyful, peaceful, healthy life. Spending a moment giving thanks to all those you're grateful for and what you're grateful for in your life today. Now imagine now sending out that beautiful unconditional love, that feeling of freedom and hope and abundance to every single person on the planet. Let them know they're going to be okay. This is just a moment in time, that's all. Sending that love and appreciation out to the rivers, the seas, the mountains, the trees, to all the fish and the animals and the insects and the reptiles and the birds, the possums, all those beautiful animals. And we send our love and our blessings to all beings in all worlds. And we pray, may all beings be free. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. Loka Samasta Vibhanatu. Releasing any excess energy into the earth now. Breathing deeper into the body. Stretching the body whichever way you need to stretch the body. feeling more alive and alert, like you've just plugged into that electric switch. It's only 3 more hours till we begin that lunar eclipse, so whatever you do tonight, enjoy yourselves and be present with whatever it is that came up for you with this healing this evening. And these new opportunities that you have in your life to live in a new way, to live in a free way. Totally free. So honour yourselves, be aware that after this evening there will be, opportunities to practice your integrity to the power within you. Practice your integrity to your truth and your integrity to your commitment with your new beginnings, with your projects, with your learnings. Making that commitment to honour your heart's desires to live the way in which your heart has been designed. Thank you all so much. It's so amazing. I've had a 3-wick candle burning and it literally just went out just then. So that's quite amazing, just at the back of the session. I hope you all enjoyed your healing this evening, and I'm hoping the sound was good for you all. Please feel free to give me any feedback. It's very welcome. It's always good to make sure that things are good on your end when you're doing things through online. So have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing your Friday evening with me. I'm so excited. I was just so excited to, to actually be with you all tonight. Getting ready. I was, yes, very, very happy. So thank you all for sharing your time with me. It's brought me a tremendous amount of joy serving you. So thank you. I will put out onto Facebook the next. I will be doing one for this next new moon because we're cycling a little bit in reverse. I'll write about it on the new post. So if you would like to book in, just message me now. If you want to register for new moon. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Sue. Thank you for bringing you. So thank you so much. If anyone does want to give any feedback, you're more than welcome. If not, God bless and have a great night. Bye. Lots of love. Lots of love. Thank you.